Welcome back to science class, 5th graders. So glad you're here. Today you need your science notebook and a pencil. Pause the video and grab those items. Ready to get started? Perfect. I would like you to open to page 101. Page 101 should be a purple page. Lesson launch. We see our science probe. The use of resources. 4 friends were talking about how humans use renewable and non-renewable resources. They each had different ideas. This is what they said. Who do you agree with most? Wyatt said, when humans use renewable resources, they can harm the environment. Non-renewable resources do not harm the environment. Sarah said, when humans use renewable resources, they do not harm the environment. Non-renewable resources can harm the environment. Hector said, both renewable and non-renewable resources can harm the environment when humans use them. Just because some resources are renewable doesn't mean they have no harmful effects. Gus says, renewable and non-renewable resources do not harm the environment if they are natural resources. Natural resources are not harmful to the environment. You need to choose who you agree with most. And then you need to explain why you agree. Go ahead and pause the video and do that. Okay, turn the page to page 102. The effects of the biosphere. You should see the same photo I have on my screen. The question asks, how might human activity affect wildfires? Let's check out this phenomenon in action. You've looked at the photo and you watched the video of the wildfire. What questions do you have about the phenomenon? Take a moment, talk it over with your adult learning partner, and then write it down. You may record or illustrate your thoughts below on page 103. Pause the video. I'll wait for you. Did you write down your questions and thoughts? Great. Did you know 4 out of every 5 wildfires in the United States are started by humans? Next, you will turn the page to 104. It should be a yellow inquiry activity. We're going to conduct a simulation today. Overfishing. Think about the wildfire you saw. Other human activities affect ecosystems. Explore the overfishing simulation on the next page to learn about the balance in a lake ecosystem. First, you need to make a prediction. How will the number of fish caught relate to the number of fishing boats used over time? Pause the video and write down your prediction. Explore the simulation overfishing to learn about a lake ecosystem. But first, let's go through and read and see what we are trying to accomplish here. We're carrying out an investigation. Number 1 says, for each of the first 5 fishing seasons, choose only 1 boat to send out to fish in the lake. How many total fish were caught? So we need to make sure that we choose 1 boat. 2 says, for each of the next 5 fishing seasons, choose 2 boats to send out to fish in the lake. How many total fish were caught? And then going on to 3, says for each of the next 5 fishing seasons, choose 3 boats to send out to fish in the lake. How many total fish were caught? So let's go ahead and carry out this investigation.
In this activity, you will be in charge of a fishing operation on a lake. Your job is to catch as many fish as possible over 5 years.
Okay, let's go fishing. Our instructions said to use one boat to begin with.
Each season, you can choose how many boats to send out to fish. How many boats do you want to send? Remember, your final result is the total number of fish you have caught at the end of 5 years. Click on the fishing boats to make them drop their nets.
This is some easy fishing.
Fishing season is over, and the boats are going back to port. The fish population is able to grow.
Okay, one more boat.
Fishing season is over, and the boats are going back to port. The fish population is able to grow when fishing season is over.
Okay, our third fishing season, we're sending one boat.
Fishing season is over, and the boats are going back to port.
We had a good season this year.
The fish population is able to grow when fishing season is over.
Okay, let's check out number 4. We're still sending one boat. This is our 4th year.
Fishing season is over, and the boats are going back to port. The fish population is able to grow when fishing season is over.
Here we can see our fish population grow back up. Okay, we're doing our 5th and final year of just one boat. Okay.
Fishing season is over, and the boats are going back to port. 5 years are over. Did you have any trouble catching fish any year? Look at the chart of the fish you caught and the graph of the population of fish over the 5 years. Can you think of why fish might have been harder to catch during some years?
Okay, so for question number 1, for each of the first 5 years, 5 fishing seasons, how many total fish were caught? This is our total fish, 1,153 fish. That's what we caught with one boat. That will be your answer for question number 1. Here you can see the fish population dip, and as did our second year fishing, also dipped. It climbed back up for our third year of fishing, and it dipped. Okay, let's continue and restart. This next one, question number 2, told us to choose 2 boats. So let's send out 2 boats. Here we go. Let's see how the fishing population works now. They're fishing way too close to each other.
Fishing season is over, and the boats are going back to port. The fish population is able to grow when fishing season is over.
Okay, there was year 1. Year 2, we're sending out 2 boats. They're pulling in a lot of fish.
Fishing season is over, and the boats are going back to port. The fish population is able to grow when fishing season is over.
Okay, so let's go and do year number 3, 2 more boats.
Fishing season is over, and the boats are going back to port.
Wow, year 3 was good. We caught quite a few.
The fish population is able to grow when fishing season.
Okay, year 4. Let's send out our 2 boats.
Fishing season is over, and the boats are going back to port. The fish population is able to grow when fishing season is over.
Okay, our final year of 2 boats. Here we go. Start looking at that graph. What do you notice about that?
Fishing season is over, and the boats are going back to port. "5 years are over. Did you have any trouble catching fish any year? Look at the chart of the fish you caught and the graph of the population of fish over the 5 years. Can you think of why fish might have been harder to catch during some years?"
So sending out 2 boats, we caught 1,933 fish. That would be your answer for question 2. Okay, let's carry out our final investigation. Prompt number 3 says to send out 3 boats this year. So our first year, let's go fishing. We're catching lots of fishies now. How exciting. 3 of us boats are out here. Look at those numbers climb. We're pulling them in. Oh, here we go. That's a lot of fish this first year.
Fishing season is over.
Okay, here's our fish population.
The fish population is able to grow when...
There it grew. Okay, so year 2, we got to send out 3 boats again. Let's see if we can get as many fish. Is it climbing as fast? I'm clicking as fast as I can. This year seems to be a little bit harder to catch fish. Oh, and our season...
Fishing season is over, and the boats are going back to port. The fish population is able to grow when fishing season is over.
Oh, here we go. It's growing. Is it? Okay, we're going to do our 3rd year of catching fish. We're sending 3 boats. Drop those nets. We're dropping them. We're trying to catch them. Still not quite as good as the first year. We did better than last year.
Fishing season is over, and the boats are going back to port. The fish population is able to grow when fishing season is over.
Are we growing much? Oh my. Okay, let's do year 4, 3 boats. Drop those nets. Are we catching as many fish? Do you see as many fish swimming around in the water? I'm just clicking as fast as I can here. Oh.
Fishing season is over, and the boats are going back to port.
Didn't do as good this year.
The fish population is able to grow when fishing season is over.
Did it grow at all? Okay, we're entering our 5th and final year fishing with 3 boats. Let's drop some nets. I don't see as many fish swimming around. We're still catching a little bit. Oh, my goodness.
Fishing season is over, and the boats are going back to port. 5 years are over. Did you have any trouble catching fish any year? Look at the chart of the fish you caught and the graph of the population of fish over the 5 years. Can you think of why fish might have been harder to catch during some years?
In this round, we caught 2,086 fish. We caught 676 fish the first year, and then it just went down. Look at that graph. Look at the population of fish in the lake. Was it growing at all during the 5 years? No, it steadily decreased. Okay, going on to page 105, question number 4. It's under our communicate information. Question number 4 says, how did the fishing boats affect the population of fish in the lake ecosystem? Pause the video and write down your answer. Question 5 says, what number of boats resulted in the greatest number of fish caught? Do you think this could last? Pause the video and write down your answer. Number 6 says, what other factors might affect the fishing population? Consider factors that did not appear in this model of a lake ecosystem. What else could affect the population of fish besides fishermen fishing? Go ahead and write down your answer. I'll wait for you. Next, with your adult learning partner, I want you to talk about it. Did the results support your prediction? Go ahead and pause the video and do so. Okay, that will be it for today. Thank you for working so hard. See you again real soon.